We're hitting 1901, let us say.
Yeah. So
what happens then?
The
The man.
Well, Louis Armstrong is born in August. You know, he used to say it was July 4th.
Yeah, we're almost at his birthday that he celebrated.
Right.
Because for his whole life, he says he was born July 4th, 1900.
Right.
Why did he say that? I think it was partly he wanted maybe to enlist because he was in the waif's home, and
right.
he was in a foster home or orphanage home, and he had to lie about his age,
Mm-hmm.
or is it just Louis Armstrong being Louis Armstrong?
I think it's both, man, because he's an enigma. Even if you go to his museum, which was his house, and you got a guy who's
Corona, Queens, you're talking
Corona,
about?
Queens,
Yeah.
and he's world famous, and he's living in this very humble house, and you see him, people that I know that have met him would talk about seeing him in a bar, and he's sitting down, and you go talk to him, and it's like, it's Louis Armstrong, where you at, Pops? And then Pops just sit there, hey, man, and have an hour-long conversation with him. It's very, but that kind of figure, I think, you can't really know what was going on in his head, because on the outside, he has this very humble disposition, but then he's also one of the greatest geniuses of all time. So
You know, I
what's
want
going on
to say,
there?
I hate when the moderators do it, but I want to add
Yeah.
one personal thing. For about 6 years, I worked on the biography of Louis Armstrong over the time. And by the end, I knew every single thing about Louis Armstrong, except for who he was.
That's what I'm saying.
I couldn't figure out why he was smiling. I didn't know whether he was happy.
Yeah.
I didn't know whether he liked white folks. I didn't know nothing about him. And I gave it up because I couldn't crack the code. So help me crack the code.
Man, Pops. Well, the first thing about Pops that you have to realize is he came from the lowest possible situation at the time. I mean, he was in a single-parent home. He was young with no money, and to the point where they said, okay, you got to go live in the home. So that's when he went to the waif's home. And then when he was living there, he was getting in trouble until somebody gave him a trumpet. And they gave him the trumpet, and they were like, man, well, what do you think you can do with this? And I have a theory that he was like one of those people where you give him the instrument, and the first time they play it, you hear something about him that's like, oh, man, that sounds incredible. Yeah. You should take that up. So I think the trumpet kind of saved him and also changed American music at the same time. That was a great moment.
Give me an example of an early Louis Armstrong. I guess it's King Oliver, Kid Ory's band. What's he playing in back then?
Let's see.
West End Blues? You want to do that? Or?
Yeah, that's a I'm gonna play something even earlier than that.
Okay, fine.
Like he said,